All right, what's up, guys? We're back with another one here. So if you've been on Twitter this past week, FGC Twitter has been taken by storm, where everybody's giving their worst takes, right? Their worst FGC takes because of this stupid little tweet right here. You know, the thing is, what's different? I mean, isn't that what normally happens? I don't know. But anyway, today I want to look at some of the worst takes, or at least the most popular takes. See if I agree with them, disagree with them. I don't know. But if you're watching, leave a comment. What do you think? Well, what's your most controversial take? You know, I got a lot of them. I always get in trouble. But anyway, you like this stuff? You like bottom of the barrel, low effort YouTube content? Hit that sub button and let's go. All right, Patrick. So what's the fighting game hot take, though? You locked up like this. So I just grabbed, you know, I hit the quote tweet. So let's just go. I got no bias, no preference. So just from the top. Ready? All right, so Wooly, everybody, fan favorite. Everybody loves Wooly, right? So Wooly's take, new characters better than returning favorites. That is false. Now that is incorrect. That is 100% incorrect take there from Wooly. Now I love me some new characters as well, but you can't have there's actually a couple other tweets that were like this. For example, one went like super ham, like we should get rid of all old characters. It should be only new characters. Highly disagree. I agree new characters are important, but I think you need to phase it. You need to slowly phase it. All right, let's have 7 old characters and 3 new characters. The one tweet was like, we need all new characters. Remember Street Fighter 3? How did that work out? How'd that work out for you? I don't know. But yeah, anyway, Wooly, bad take. Disagree. All right, what's up? What's next? Remember the kill stage. We need to gatekeep more. Now, come on, man. Come on, Sage. I have to disagree. I gotta disagree with that. Come on. We gatekeep enough. You want to stay? You want to stay in the dumpster in the corner forever? We need to be more welcoming. You play some modern, guys. Get on some modern. Now, I think this is a very common thought, not in fighting games, just basically every community ever out there. You want to gatekeep or you want to bring in people. There's no middle ground, right? Obama said we need to gatekeep better. I don't know what it means. I make my stance. I proclaim I am against gatekeeping. I'm an ex-gatekeeper. I've reformed my ways. No more gatekeeping. Let's get the VTubers in. Let's get the Modern Warriors in. But I understand if you want to gatekeep like this. Well, once you get a little bit older, I think once you get a little bit older, you'll change your mind. Anyway, next up, hey, everybody's favorite, James Chen here. This is this one from James. So let's read. People have to stop comparing fighting games, whether it's Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Strive, Exert. We just celebrate that our genre is so varied that it provides us blah blah blah. Fighting game X should not be more like fighting game Y. Now, James, come on, he missed the purpose. Of course he's right. He's 100% right, but that's not what the thread's about, James. He was engagement bait. I got it. He got that Twitter blue now. He was farming. He's trying to get the impressions. But yeah, he's 100% right. You know, there's nothing really to say. 100% right, 100% correct, but not really a controversial take. I think you see it way more often now. You know, with just like he said, with Exerd coming out, or sorry, Strive coming out. Like, oh, it's not like this game, it stinks. Street Fighter 6 coming out, it's not like 5, it stinks. You got to change your mind. Just play the game that you're playing. Forget about comparing it. All right, James, there you go. That's I gave you your 0.02 cents. Enjoy that Twitter blue. And Landon B. Most people that dislike mirror matches just have an ego that hates the reality of having to go against someone else that could be better than them with their own character instead of viewing it as an opportunity to improve. I think that's a reach. Honestly, mirror matches are just weird. That's it. I love mirror matches. I love mirror matches. They're my absolute favorite matchup because I can steal tech. I straight up play them just to steal tech. There's nothing about proving who's better. I just want to steal tech. But mirror matches are awkward because your tool set, you're used to using it against certain other play styles. So when you have to use your tool set against the exact same play style, you got to play different. Now, a wise man back in the day, he wrote a big long paragraph about how not all mirror matches are 5-5. There are 6-4s. You know, there's some 7-3 mirror matches, but guys, I don't think you're ready for that one yet. But yeah, I love mirror matches. But this is he reaching. Nah, I disagree. I think he's reaching, but I guess. Hey, PL. All right, Perfect Legend, fan favorite. Seeding is unnecessary in fighting game competitions and ruins the competitive integrity of every event that it is used. Golly, strong take from Perfect Legend. I know he's got a lot of feelings because he doesn't get seeded a lot. Now, I want to say, as the number one, Gawk 5000 Japanese fanboy, I will say Japanese tournaments are not seeded publicly. There might be some shenanigans happening behind the scenes that we don't know about, but the JP tournaments aren't seeded, and they're not even divided by region because Japan is very, very close. So who knows, man? Maybe Japan is the way to go. This is very, very controversial, though. I know this. That was a short take, but I think the his end game too, what everyone else says too, is you don't seed by results. You ran the brackets and then you change by region, right? That's the only time you should affect the bracket is by region. So I agree. I agree with Perfect Legend, but I don't think it's possible. I don't think it will ever happen. So even if people adopted, like even if TOs adopted, all right, we're not seeding anymore, it wouldn't happen. Trust me. There's Illuminati Discord channels you guys are not aware of. This would not happen. It might be like, all right, we're not seeding for you. We're not seeding publicly, but the second there's like a bad, they write that little message right there. I'm like, all right, we'll fix that, bro. So yeah, I agree. I agree. I think only regions should be blocked off, but it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. All right, next up. Hey, it's from my ex panda bro, Stain Cola. Fighting games are modern when crypto tier list and broken neutral footsies. Golden age of commentary, Wi-Fi execution, online, offline locals, TOs, dead game roster, season 1, JP and Happy Chaos using Scrubby. That's a pretty good like FGC tweet. I respect it. That's basically like 95% of the fighting game tweets out there. So I agree with St. Cola. He's right. He's spitting for real. He's spitting. Were you just cursed? No, you just got exposed to fighting game Twitter for one brief tweet. All right, next up. A lot of people deliberately pick bottom tier characters and complain they lose because their character's rubbish. In reality, it's actually them who are rubbish. They lose if they pick the top tier too. 100%. I've been saying that for 10 plus years. That's exactly what happens with so many people. It's true. There's nothing else to say about that. You're not tricking anybody. Your character stinks. You say you love your character, and then if your character gets buffed, suddenly you don't like him anymore. That's always the best. When they're like, I'm a low tier. I play Ryu because he's my favorite. I love him. Then he gets buffed, and other people start using him, and then they're not good with that character anymore. It's like, I don't like him anymore. No, he stinks, man. Fragile ego. Just pick a top tier. Stop whining. Get with the times. Masoma. Oh, this one caused a war. If you're a Guilty Gear fan, if you're a striver, cover your eyes. This one caused a war. This could be a whole different video. You ready? The Guilty Gear series as a whole has some of the worst system mechanics I've seen in a fighting game. Strive is probably the best gear got, despite what some old heads will tell you, and it's still held back by horrendous legacy mechanics. Glad they got rid of weight, now to remove risk. So there's a lot of controversy in there. I agree. Guilty Gear definitely has some really bad mechanics. The weight was stupid. Variable wake up timings was stupid as well. You know, the front divided by characters, front, back. Guts is kind of fun, but it can get kind of shenanigans there. They're talking about like slow down everything. For me though, the most controversial take, Mash Detect, the most controversial take right here is Strive is probably the best gear. He got 2 hot takes in one tweet, but I will just say many people came out and agree. And I know I've also been saying Guilty Gear always had some goofy ass mechanics. I'm glad they kind of toned them down, but you don't want to just get rid of mechanics, right? You don't want to just get rid of everything, but old Guilty Gear definitely was a bit too crazy in some aspects. But damn, this is brutal. That's a brutal tweet. What do you guys think? Could be a completely different video. I don't know. They're still fighting about this. But yeah, you know, more mechanics, more like gimmicks make the game more unique and add more like creativity and individuality, but also it's a pain in the ass to learn. If you're a new player, learning all this random BS feels like you're doing homework, right? It kind of stinks. So it's got to be a balance. Like in BlazBlue, aka the perfect fighting game. Anyway, next one. Cassie. NRS games have the best animations and no wonky Terminator kick will change that. Now, I thought that was bait. I had to check. I had to see if I was being baited. I was like, this is bait? It's not bait. No, this is an actual like NRS fan. And that's it. There's no comment. This is what NRS players unironically believe. Cassie, you deserve to be like Patrick Star right here. For that one, you deserve to be like Patrick Star. Anyway, congrats. That's why I don't deal with the NRS community, man. Yeah, a bunch of you serious? All right, next one. From Sean. People are considerably better at fighting games right now than they ever been in the fighting games history. Ooh. Old games aren't harder. They were just less accessible to learn. New games are easy to learn because knowledge is shared. So baseline skill keys raising. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole details, but that first line, people are considerably better at fighting games right now than they've ever been in fighting games history. That is 50,000% true. And anybody who disagrees is just a washed up old boomer. It is so, like, we've had this discussion, like, throughout the years and stuff. You know, it's always, like, the 40-year-old showing, I'm like, oh, no, back in the arcade, man. I was nasty in the arcade. It's like, no, because everyone sucked back then. Everybody was so bad back in the day because you had no access to the game. There's no net play. There's no information. If you had access to, like, an arcade, you were already, like, best in America. If you could, like, drive your car within 30 minutes to an arcade, you're best in America. Just being able to play the game more than like once a month. But the old heads don't want to admit that. Arcade players are scrubs. Old games aren't harder. They were just less accessible to learn. Now, that's where I kind of... old games are definitely harder. That's where you're wrong. Old games are definitely harder. The game itself. Talking about the scene of the community, obviously the new games are harder because there's way better players. So it's harder to win in new games. If you're just talking about gameplay, old games are hard. They don't make any sense. They're stupid, man. You're telling me Strive is just as hard as like Plus R? That's what you're trying to tell me right now? So you should have stopped the first sentence. You're almost there, but I agree with the first part. Grappas should be good. All right, next. I don't even need to talk about that one. $5 pot is way too high for locals. Damn. The most important people in any scene are 9% of people that don't make payout and they get nothing by line in pockets of their top players. Now, that's a pretty hot take. Tactical Tuesday, we charge 0. So there's no money to enter, no money playing the tournament. I understand the benefit, though, of charging money. I feel like $5 is a good compromise, especially with inflation and everything. So when we used to do like the poverty tournaments in Chinatown Fair, we used to do like $1 tournaments a lot of times. We do $1 tournaments. All it takes is $1, just fun. 5 is, I don't know. If you think $5, he said way too high. He didn't say they should be free, but I feel like you should charge money for weekly tournaments. If you think 5 is too high, charge $1. But I think weekly tournaments should have some sort of monetary, a very, very small amount, because it's very, very different. It's very, very different to play for nothing and to play even just for $1. Any minor investment will make people kind of take it a little bit more serious. It'll make it a little bit more fun. It's just $5. It's just $5. He's right about that, the last part, though. The most important people in the scene are the 90% of people that don't make payout. By the way, it's not 90%. It's like 99%, right? The pot monster, I got a video on the channel, like, Ode to the Pot Monster. That's where I talk about that. But it's the people that don't make any money from fighting games. They're the ones keeping the scene alive. But it's $5, man. I don't know. All right, next one. That's from Acoustics. Dragon Ball commentator. This one, I was like, what does this bro say? The newest generation of fighting game developers don't like fighting games. Now, he's engagement. This is blue check mark. That's blue check mark farming. What do you even need? What are you talking about? You can't just say something like that. And like the comments to this one, we're all like, bro, what are you talking? It's everyone like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Good stuff. That's good bait. From that tweet, only probably got like about 73 cents in Twitter Blue revenue there. I like this generation of fighting game devs, but it's like Harada. Harada's been around for 20 fucking plus years. Strive, you got Daisuke. You got Akira, they've been around, 10, 15 years right there. You got Capcom, the old heads, they've been around, like the people making like the battle shit have been around, and the new devs have been working. It's like, it's not just like a new group of like indie devs just hopping up. It's the same old people, man. I don't know. But that take, no, that was Twitter Blue. All right, two more. From Scrot. Oh, this one from Scrot. You don't want to play Discord fighters because it's easier for you to assume whoever you encounter in ranked is NPC and don't acknowledge opponents' people. You are reaching, bro. I don't want to play a Discord fighter because I don't want to be in a fucking Discord. What's so hard to understand about that? I want to walk into my room, boot up the game, go online, get a match, play. That's it. I don't want to go in the multiple Discord, go through the Dead Apostle Noel, the Len, the Miyako channels to try and find a game there, see some photos I probably shouldn't be seeing there. People don't want to play Discord fighters because nobody wants to go to Discord. That's it. You're trying way too hard here. Everyone in counter ranks the NPC. They want to. Oh my god. Is he hitting Twitter Blue? Was he farming there? But I also just want to say I'm having a time of my life. I'm with Street Fighter 6 right now. And the battle hub, because I'm busy, I'm taking care of the baby now, so whenever she like goes to sleep or stops crying, put her down. I leave the battle hub up. I can just come in here and just sit on the cab and play a game. I don't gotta do anything. I can play, I can leave right away. I don't feel bad. Highly disagree with that. All right, last one. The FGC would rather have a flashy substanceless game versus a game with actual substance. Example, Striver's DNF Duel. What? It's Twitter Blue. I got baited again. It's Twitter Blue. I got Twitter Blued again. A flashy, substanceless game, aka Guilty Gear Strive, versus a game with actual substance. DNF Duel? Has the game changed that much? I don't even know. All right, but a flashy, substanceless game versus a game with actual substance. I have no idea. I have no idea what to talk about. But I do want to just take from that and also say that graphics are important. This is not just about like fighting games, but I always want to go back to Arcana Heart. So Arcana Heart, people have told me forever, is a really good game. It's a great game, it's a really good game, but I don't play Arcana Heart. Just the way the game looks and like the cast and everything, I'm not playing that game. I'm not into it. So it's a lot of times when people be trying to like really promote some like really niche or like poverty looking game. And it might be a good game, but there's a whole package. Strive's beautiful. You can't like just cut out the flash. You can't be like, it's just flashy and good looking and beautiful with like great music and everything. Like that's not important. It's like, yeah, it is important. The whole package is important of everything. Good luck with DNF Duel though, bro. They just announced the new girl, so have fun with that one. Anyway, That's it. I only grabbed like 15 off the top there, but there's a bunch, especially the Masoma take, the one about Guilty Gear stinks. They're still fighting about that. But let me know, what's your hottest take? What's your hottest take? I have a lot of hot takes. You know, I'm going to make a video about it. If you're still watching, you're a little spoiled. I'll make a video about it. But my hot take, I was thinking, is I think DLC characters should be strong. Very strong. Like, enough to change the meta, or at least be, like, from launch, like, up tournament level. That's my take. I'll make a video talking about that right now. But anyway, let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Just remember, though, this is not Twitter Blue. It's YouTube comments. You're not getting paid any money. So be honest and don't try and bait us. Anyway, still watching. Thank you. My brain hurts with some of these. But yeah, I'll see you next one. Peace.